What is going on?
Take that. Just doing a little warmer upper here because it is in fact not 1 degree out anymore, but it is 8 in the morning and it's a little bit chilly and we're getting the fingers moving and showing you guys some hot juicy action to start this video.
It's coffee time.
It's coffee time.
What are we doing, man?
We're doing the Annealer reveal. We're here in the shop before anything started. This is Thursday morning. You guys can see how well we clean the shop up in here every night after work. Nothing's been done yet today, and today's actually going to be more of an admin day. There's not going to be a ton of glass blowing. We're going to start the day with a coffee.
Absolutely.
Oliver's got his in one hand. The gimbalizer is a one-handed device, which is pretty nice.
I'm so thankful for it.
But I do know a lot of people that drink coffee at 3 o'clock when this is going live. And a lot of people that aren't on the same time zone as us watching this video. So to those of you out there,
Drink your coffee.
yes,
If you're drinking coffee while we're drinking coffee, that's something special.
get yourself some caffeine.
You deserve it.
Here we are on a beautiful day. As of 8 a.m. Thursday morning, 3 of the 14 or 16 gnomes are still available on the table. And surprisingly, it's 2 green ones and a purple one. You know, I didn't really, they were all looking really great. The brown ones were the ones that were a little different than your bright colored ones. They went super quick. But we've got 3 beautiful options left there. And this is the upgraded version. Heard a little bit of pushback against the boots. We talked about that a little bit on the show. You know, we've seen a lot of gnomes that don't have boots. And in the end, it's really just about product quality. You know, we made an executive decision here at the business that we felt that without the boots, we were able to complete the beards more powerfully. They stand sturdier. The belt looks cleaner. And those of you that were interested in boots, we actually saw go onto our current gnome page on the website and purchase one of those before we do the swap around. And we've got the gnomes finished. Yesterday we completed, after a little market research and some information from you guys, we made the final 4 style of gnome, and they're cooling down, kicking it in the box right now. We'll get those out later today, and then the next time, maybe probably a couple weeks from now, we're gonna have our photographer come in. Once I get 2 or 3 products built up that need to be photo shot, she'll come in and get professional photos, and we'll get them on the website.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole process. And another thing Oliver pointed out, and this is part of why we do have to have admin days, even though we are just glass artists out here, is another product that we've completely rehauled and made and have spec sheet for and are super interested in getting on the website is the cacti. And those have even been photographed and they're ready to go. We just need to take the time and the effort and the energy and the mental power that's not working with glass, is working with a computer, to get on there and upload it to the website and get it ready to go. And that's probably going to be more of a summertime thing when that cactus season comes around.
Before we get into the product here, the people want to know, Jake, what's harder for you, working with the glass or working with the computer?
Harder.
Yeah, what's more difficult?
Definitely working with the computer.
I hear that. I hear that.
You know, it's just an open book of things that need to be solved, and there's all this information on the internet that you can learn from, but almost working on the computer and the rest of the business takes even more collaboration than does blowing glass, because there's only so much. I mean, with glass blowing, you work with 2 people, you need that assistance, but you can do a lot of it yourself as well. And with something like the website, you need we have probably 10 different hands working on the website in varying different angles and different things going on. And if all our formatting All of our style of writing, our verbiage, all our attention to detail, or all our organization aren't all in the same ballpark of what we do, then we got a situation on our hands.
It takes a lot of time and effort to present like a unified front with multiple people working on the same thing.
It does.
I hear that.
It's cool to hear what you guys think from the outside, because that's just us being in the thick of it and analyzing everything going on and trying to be the best. But from the outside, it may just look just fine. You know, we get a lot of compliments and we appreciate those, and that's what keeps us in a good headspace above water, above the glass of coffee.
All right. Well, let's talk about these products before we turn this into a podcast episode.
Yeah, exactly. Let's take a look. Man, it was a sweet show, you guys. And our gnomes are classic. Our gnomes are tasty. Our gnomes are good, and they're nice, and they're naughty and not nice. These gnomes all have their own personality and turned out incredible. We'll start with the warmer-upper, though. We went ahead and made about 25 of these yesterday throughout the day in varying different colors. This was the warmer-upper. This one's sold on the show. This is just a beautiful, here comes a sneeze.
Oh, do it, Jake. Everyone, write bless you in the comments.
I can't just sneeze
You
once.
gotta write it twice.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, everyone. This is such a fun product to make. These are so fun. Pulling it out as even as you can, getting them tucked together, getting a nice connection, and then the colors were just super fun to put different Valentine's colors, but also just other beautiful colors together. We're gonna have a bunch of these available. We might get these on the website as well, depending on which ones sell. Maybe they'll just be a Valentine's weekend holiday special, each year.
Something in the gallery, a little extra razzle dazzle.
Yeah. Is Valentine's a holiday?
I feel like Valentine's Day is a holiday.
Okay.
So it's on the calendar. If you buy a 2024 calendar, it's pre-written out for you.
In the holiday color theme.
That makes it a holiday.
Yep, that's fair. This is Chris's rendition of the heart. We switched it up a little and went with the ribbon heart. And this is pretty cool too. Now, if we were to put these on the website, open hearts, maybe we want to have 2 or 3 different styles. An optic twist one, a double color swirler, and then a ribbon style. I'm not sure, but you guys got to let us know what you think. This one's going to be put up for sale by the time the show goes live at 3 o'clock. Michelle wanted to analyze and look at this one a little bit, talk with Chris about the difficulty of it. We didn't want to just spontaneously throw a price on it. So that one's not sold yet, but if you're interested in that one, the first ever of its kind, that'll be on the website by the time you watch this video. Check it out. Beautiful pieces, beautiful pieces.
Let's get into the gnomes.
Gnome number 1 with the coolest little hearts one ever has done seen. And this is a certified jumper.
Yes. Because we put one flower on this guy. We put that orange flower on, and then it jumped, and we got it back onto the punty, and then we decided let's take the time and put 2 more flowers on it.
Precisely. And I think it was well worth the time. This is a pink hat, an expensive hat, nice swirly beard. You got some gold schnoz action. And then the 3 flowers coming across the top. It looks like a gnome you'd see out of a magazine or something. And I know gnomes are magazine dwelling very frequently, but they've become quite popular. And when things become popular, they get on the paper.
Everyone deserves their photo shoot.
That's right. And this guy's going to get a nice little photo shot. This is technically our photo shoot right here as well. But that's just an absolute beauty. The next one we did, which was super interesting, was the silver leafer. First time for Oliver and I working with silver leaf and soft glass. We also noticed that Chris decided to put gold behind the silver leaf. So it started off really silver-like. When you iridized it, it almost turned into like a gold leaf looking type situation. But that just, look how nice that band went on there. on top of the schnoz. Now we've got the stamp no longer on the bottom or an extra add-on onto the back of the gnome. It's pushed right into the belt. He's branded right there. So that just looks super clean. Just a slight bend to the hat. And obviously the puffy Valentine's heart on the side. This is a top-notch high roller.
I need everyone to know that the silver leaf going on this hat is super blinging. It's almost like my eyes don't quite want to focus on it and like look at all the fine details on it because it's so blinging.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot to look at on that guy.
Super beautiful, super cool, super unique, super tasty. And then, first of its kind, the gnome shooter. He's not playing basketball. He's sitting at home, and you look at the way you hold this. I mean, you hold it like this. You could even put a thumb right on his schnoz like it's a thumb saddle on one of our mugs. But, I mean, Chris did a great job adding color to match the hat, but not doing too much that you can still see the liquid on the inside. And if you fill this up with... I'm not going to put my coffee in there because it would have an issue. It's not that warm, not that cold of coffee, but not that hot of coffee.
It's not that cold of coffee.
Hot. But the idea is if you have something dark in there like a whiskey, and that's what I assume gnomes would drink, it's like a nice barrel whiskey or maybe some scotch or something of that sort, it would look great in here. You'd sip it like this. It'd be really tasty.
Are you under the impression that gnomes have like a refined palate?
I would assume.
You would assume so?
Yep. You don't think so?
That's the Glass Academy gnome lore.
Exactly. Whiskey and gold on here. We got a pink belt matching the nose here. And that is a hitter right there, as they call them. And we're going to have to make more of these. I know we are. There's going to be a gnome night probably. When we get the bar in here, we'll do it. We'll do a stream night where it's all things gnomes. We could probably make a beer mug out of that thing too. Open up the actual body of the gnome or something. We got a lot of ideas for that, and it's going to be pretty cool. Congratulations to the 3 people that purchased those. Those are all sold. And the giveaway, folks, the Valentine's super special giveaway, first of its kind. Bam. And look at the magnification of that heart. This is exactly the same size as this one. And look at the way just having a thin layer of clear over top of that heart. Almost doubled the size of it.
That's some real magnification.
We just took it right to the magnification
so good
station.
In there.
Looks incredible. Let me wipe this dust off the rim. Thank you. But basically all you're going to do with this is drink out of it and enjoy it and look at the heart as you're finishing your drink and just have a really good time. White on the bottom, super powerful. Bunch of other ideas coming from Matt and us and the rest of the team and everyone when we saw this when it came out of the Annealer. Super cool.
I love when we like try something a little bit out of the box and random and it sparks like 27 different ideas across the team about where we can take that idea.
A million.
I love that.
And the beauty of sparking ideas up like that is they don't always work. That's why we do these live shows, is because we can do that on the show, and that is the benefit, the perk, and the support that we get from you guys on these shows, whether it's like we talked about, sharing the feed, talking about it, spreading the word around, buying gnomes, buying the featured product of that night so that our evening and our staff of 5 are paid for that night. And we have the materials and the labor covered to experiment and try something new, but also these new memberships. We mentioned that there's going to be an $8 level and a $48 level. We're going to give you all the details lined up in a crisp, clean manner coming up here soon, as soon as we get the web page formatted for that. But starting at an $8 level and being a supporter of what we do, $8 a month, and just allowing us to stream and bring content to the people. Not everyone can afford that. We understand that. It's a free service. But if you have the means to support us and keep what we're doing going and keep the artistic energy flowing, that's a beautiful thing. $48 level is going to have some serious perks. We got some really cool things coming up. We're going to make a collectible Marini. I don't know if I've talked with you about this, Oliver.
No, that's the first time I'm hearing that, but...
Similar to Chris's style of Marinis that he works with on his projects, we're going to make one, and it's going to be on a cycling basis, so that we're going to see if we can sign them too when we get them done. But basically something that shows how historical of a member you've been. We'll do different color palettes based on different things, and they'll be smooth, and you'll hold them and you'll look at them and you'll be like, I'm a member.
I'm not going to flip the camera around for the folks at home. I'm still working on my coffee here. I'm smiling. That's all you need to know.
It's going to be cool. That's a different style of blowing glass for us too. You know, that's a little more thinking ahead, a little more layering, chopping, cold working. It's going to be really fun. And there's a million things about it that are going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. Once again, if you're already a member, we'll get you a link and get you transferred right over.
Before we sign off here, Jake, we're going to be in trouble with Bess and Michelle if we don't remind them what the giveaway question is to win that.
That's just a great call, and that's right. This is the giveaway, that rocks glass there with a heart in it. This is another way that we get your guys' information, we get you involved in the system, and we get a little info on what the favorite color of gnome is. So, bam, there it is. A little bit more market research. We still have about 6 different gnomes made, so if there is a major winner in color, we may swap the ones that are going on the website here.
Answers can be emailed to enews@glassacademy.com. That's enews, one word, @glassacademy.com. Question is, what is your favorite color of the new gnomes? If you, for whatever reason, are only watching the Annealer reveal, go back, check out the VOD on YouTube for the live stream earlier this week. Take a look at what was on the table, and tell us what you think.
It was a good show. It's worth watching. Every show's a good show. Some are better than others. Some might hit the spot a little bit better for you guys, but I'd say check that one out. And a big thank you to our current members, and shouts out to everybody.
Have a great rest of your day, everybody.